Okay, you guys, welcome back. It is Friday the 30th of April, okay? So, what I am doing today, okay, I'm going to work on a tin punch project, but currently at the moment, I am going to dehydrate some beans. Let me show you guys. I've got pintos in the dehydrator. I am about to span you around, see my messy house. I'm about to do these Cananella Nellies beans. They say they're white kidney beans. I did not know they existed. I'm so excited about trying those. I'm going to go ahead and dehydrate. 4 cans fits in that size canning jar. 4 cans of dehydrated beans thus far. So I'm going to drain these, rinse them, put them on a tray, get them on the dehydrator because I ain't going nowhere place today to my knowledge. So I'm going to get this stuff done. It takes about 6 to 8 hours to dehydrate the beans. So I'm going to put you guys on the tripod and show you what I'm doing, okay? So I'm going to see if I can do this without making a huge juggle you guys all over the place. Let's see. So I lost you guys for just a moment. So I'm not turning the light on, so I'm sorry if it's a little dark because if I don't have to run my power, I ain't running my power. As it is, I'm doing the dehydrator. So, like I said, 2 cans fits on one tray. Well, I didn't say that, but 2 cans fits on one tray. Okay, I got all the beans out of that. I'm rinsing them really well. This is a very nice mesh colander. I am so glad I bought them. They cost a little bit more than most, but I told myself that I don't want to keep buying them. So if I buy quality at first, it'll last longer, and I think that's true. So there's 1 can. We get another can on there. I just didn't know they made white kidney beans. I don't know my beans yet, so I actually should have gotten more of these so I could try them at home. I'm going on faith that they're gonna. And I could taste one. I'm gonna taste one. Tastes like a kidney bean to me. Oh my goodness! I did not know they existed. I'm gonna have to get more because I like the taste of kidney beans. I enjoy it. I enjoy it on a salad. And then it's fun to mix the different colors like light red, dark red. Maybe some people think they taste a little different. There might be a slight difference in the taste, but it still tastes really good. But I'm going to have to get, I think I'll do a container with them mixed in it too down the road. But right now I'm just trying to get some of these, quart-sized jars full of beans. I did dark red, light red, and black beans the other day. Today I'm doing pintos. So I got pintos in there, I told you guys. I'm going to do these, and I'm doing, what else am I doing? Hold on, I'll tell y'all when I pull a tray. I'm also doing today, I got to do some more light red. But I'm going to do red beans, and, I did get an extra jar of that. Extra can of that to have on hand. Okay. I did get 2 jars to have on hand to eat. I'm going to do red beans yet. Don't need those right now. Beans. I do have red beans to do yet, and these are extras. And Great Northern beans. I think I messed up. I think I accidentally got, what do I have over here that I started? Something's not adding up. I have black beans done, light red kidney beans done. I think I said I could add to them. Yeah, so I can add, so I gotta do I think I messed up. I think I thought I was getting Oh, oh, okay. I'm glad I looked because those are Great Northerns. Okay, I did not mess up. I just opened the wrong cans. Okay. Whew, I'm glad I caught that mistake. We would have accidentally. I'm glad I didn't accidentally mix them. These are Great Northern that I already opened. So I got to open these 2 cans because it's 4 cans per a quart jar. Okay. Whew, I'm glad I caught that. If it wasn't for telling you guys what I was doing, I would have messed up there. I would have totally messed up. All right, so like I said, 2 cans fits on 1 tray. You just kind of spread them out. Just kind of spread them out. Ooh, I'm so glad I didn't make that mistake because then I would have had Great Northern mixed. That, you know, that's why they look a little different. I'm glad I grabbed the cans that kind of looked alike. Or like I said, it would have had me a problem. So let me put these in the dehydrator. All right, let me open these 2 cans. Whew. And then I'll do the Great Northerns. Yeah, see, they look different in the can. I'm glad that my instinct was to grab the 2 broths that look the same, and I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Look at this. This is clear, and this is milky. So that was my only saving grace on this, is that I happened to grab 2 cans that looked alike. Ooh, that was a close call. I would have just had if I had realized I'd done that, I would have just had a mixture of beans, and I would have just put them in soup or something, or just figured out what to do with them. So, no, I don't have an extra can of this at home to try something. I'll just have to pick some up. I wish I would have thought about that the other night, but my goal was to get 4 of everything so I could get 2 trays done in the dehydrator. So that's what my goal was. Every time I open a can of this and Gracie can hear me, she comes in here like she thinks I just opened a can of dog food. I used to say, when you open something and a dog thinks you open dog food, maybe you shouldn't be eating it. So let's just drain these. I think next ones I'm going to open are the red kidney beans so I can separate them on the dehydrator so I don't accidentally mix them. Now I realized I made a mistake. Then I'll get all these cans cleaned up. I can start that project of making the, not a wind chime, but on that same idea, to hang around the garden with the pop tops, soda can tops, to keep the critters from getting into my stuff. I save my cans for that. I'd make wind chimes out of these cans, but there's an edge in here that I'd have to go through and cut out with the can opener, which I can do that. I can do that if I need them, but right now I don't need the cans. I just bag up these ones with the funky edge so that, because they cut you. If you're not careful, you can get cut horribly bad by that top there. Ooh, and it hurts like the son of a gun. So let's see. Let's do the light red kidney beans next. I do have extra can of black beans. I could do them too and add them to the can that's already, the jar that's already open. So let's do those next. And it doesn't matter that I mix them. It's fine. Mixed brands, it's fine. All right. Get another tray. My main goal is to get the beans I want done first. And then go back and maybe do some more black beans or something. And it's been working out great. The last couple mornings, not today, but yesterday and the day before, I had wanted to try adding, believe it or not, I wanted to try adding black beans to my grits. And what I do is I get some water boiling hot and I put a heaping tablespoon of black beans in some hot boiling water. And by the time my grits are cooked in the microwave, I can add those black beans to my grits, and it's another way for me to get the beans in my diet with the Heart Smart. Anything I can do. I don't want to go on medication, and I want to live a little longer. I'm not saying it's the try and true what a method, but I'll give anything a try. I'm either getting great fiber, great protein, or something. I'm not farting up a storm, so we're good there. See, here she comes again. She hears a can open and she comes running. Let me say, she was fed this morning. They were fed, and they see, here she is, thinking I'm opening a can of dog food. Mama's not opening dog food, baby. No, I'm not. You ate this morning. Let me rinse this out. To get the residue of the wet kidney beans off. Now, the only thing about dehydrating them is they do lose their form, but that's okay. If you're wanting to keep a firm bean, don't do this. If a mushy bean is going to bother you, don't do this. I'm doing this for practicality and convenience, and so I don't waste anything. I hate throwing out anything. So I was finding that I was not eating the whole can, because you can't overdo something too. So I found, for my sake, this is going to be easier for me to do this and have them ready. Because I have a hard time with cooking them from the bag, you know, the dried beans from the bag. I haven't quite mastered that yet. I guess I don't have the patience to master that. And this also helps remove some of the sodium or anything they might have put in the beans when they preserved them. But you got to do that anyways, my understanding, when you soak your beans and cook your beans. You got to do something to get them open. So, and then again, I may not know what I'm talking about, so we'll just go with that. We'll just go with that. This ain't hurting nobody. Nope, it's not hurting nobody for me to do this. I might try kidney beans in my grits. Grits is one of my favorite things. I grew up on them. They're comfort food to me. They're natural starch without eating potato chips or junk. I'd rather have a bowl of grits or a bowl of boiled okra over a helping of potato chips, personally. So, call me odd. I'd rather have a bowl of boiled okra over a dessert or candy myself. I'm not a huge fruit eater, though. I'm trying, though. I think it's because it's sweet. And I think that's the problem. But I'm trying. I'm trying to get the fruit smoothies in. I'm trying for 4 to 5 times a week. I've had 2 this week. So maybe later tonight or something, I'll make a fruit smoothie. I don't know. Let me get another tray. Okay, so I have 4 trays left. And I want to do red beans. I have 4 trays left. I think I got enough trays to do everything. Because I got to do these northern beans. And I got red beans to do yet. So I think I got enough trays. We'll start with the northerns and see what happens. I know the last tray, it's hard to get it in there if the beans are too high because it hits the ceiling of the top of the dehydrator. Just trying to smooth these out so there's a thin layer. When they dry, they look like popcorn. They pop like a popcorn kernel when they're dehydrated. All right, so we got pinto. We got white kidney beans, and then we got light red kidney beans, and now we're going to do the Great Northerns. I rinse out my bowl between bean flavors. And rinse out my colander. It's not cross-contamination. I just want to get the true flavor of each bean in the container. So, I understand a little bit of dehydrating. I don't understand canning. So that's going to be something new to me when I finally get to do some canning. That's going to be new. So, all right, let's start with these. These are a little bit smaller than the white kidneys. I haven't had a lot of experiences with Great Northern. I know that a lot of people like to fix them with ham in them. And I might take that. I got some ham I cooked the other day. I might take it and I'm gonna pull it out of the fridge and cube it up today and put it away. So I might, if I could figure out how to dehydrate it, I would. But I think it's too greasy. I mean, who knows? Maybe I can Google it, figure out how to dehydrate ham. I know a bacon would work in these to flavor them, so that's not a biggie. Because you can get that pre-cooked bacon that's already kind of like preserved for you. Because I got 2 packages of that in a quart-sized container right now. Figure it'd be nice to have it on hand. Just want to rinse them pretty good. I think when the little bubbles, foamy stuff is out, you got them pretty much well rinsed. Well rinsed. Well, let me go and cut these 2 open. Yeah, I don't mind mixing the brands. Don't mind that at all. Like I said, this will take 6 to 8 hours. I do it on like 120. I got an Excalibur dehydrator. So I do it for about 6 to 8 hours, kind of keep an eye on them. I think you do it, I think other people said you do it for at about 95 degrees, and you do it for about 3 to 4. But I think it has to do with where you're located and the humidity or atmosphere where you live. That makes a difference on how long it takes. I just decided to try it the other night, and I'd rather have them a little over dehydrated than under dehydrated. So let me get another tray. Ooh, almost made a booby. Almost made a booby. See, this takes up so much less storage too. I'm getting, like I said, 4 cans into 1 quart-sized container. It takes up so much less storage and quick preparation this way. I mean, yes, you open a can and you're done, but like I said, it's a wasting thing that bugs me. I hate to waste food. Has nothing. I mean, it really has nothing to do with the fact that there's starving people in this world. Because yes, there's starving people in this world, but I can't fix that problem. But I know I can. That's funky looking me. I know I can not waste food. I was never one of those people who said your kids had to clean their plate, because I believe that forcing a child to completely clean their plate and become a member of the Clean Plate Club, I do believe that helps cause eating disorders. You know, if a kid eats and then they're not hungry anymore, don't force them to finish the plate. I think that starts and causes some eating disorders. And I know these are only like 59 cents a can. So you really don't waste a lot if you don't eat the whole thing. But by doing this, I'm really not even wasting my 59 cents. I mean, it comes out to, how many servings are in here? Almost 4 servings, so it's like a quarter, like 27 cents no. It's like 13, 15, 16 cents a serving. It says almost 4 servings in here. It's 3.5 servings, so it's still around 20 some cents a serving if you do the 3.5. But I get a lot more out of it because I don't do a whole serving. I just, like I said, a good tablespoon in my grits this morning, yesterday. Oh, so good too. I made the grits, and then I added the black beans to the grits. Added a little bit of, you guys saw in the video, I think that I dehydrated some onions that Wendell gave me. So I sprinkled a couple of those in there, and then put a pinch, like a good pinch of mixed Mexican cheese, shredded cheese. Oh, if those grits weren't good. And like I said, grits are a natural starch. You know, you need everything in your diet. You don't need just, you need everything. There's a reason why it's the 4 basic food groups and why there's different things on the 4 basic. It's just, I think people overindulge on too much of something. And we're all guilty of that. I mean, I'm guilty of that. I bought a lemon meringue pie, an Edwards lemon meringue pie, and I've already eaten too much of it than I need to in a couple days. That's why I don't buy them that often. But once in a while, I have to have it. Once in a blue moon. All right. You wipe off this counter. It's starting to get a little too wet. Saving my coffee grounds. I let them dry out. Nathan and I had coffee this morning. I'm getting close to being done. I got 2 trays left, and I got the red beans to do. So after that, I'm done. I might just, I got the light red ones on. I can get the red beans on, I think. At least. I like to get them all on and put this away and then clean the dehydrator really good. Because what happens is, I wiped it out, but what happens is little pieces drop through these mesh trays when you're dehydrating, and you get like this like sawdusty stuff on the bottom with just little crumbles. Alright, let's do the red beans now. Let's see where they take us. We'll start with 2 cans and see if we can put it on the top. If anything, if I was going to miss out on getting any of them done, it would be the red beans. I haven't eaten a whole lot of them, and to me, they're not as big of a deal. My favorites are black beans and kidney beans. Those are my favorites, so I'm trying the northerns and the pintos. Wendell says he likes pintos, so he says he likes pintos with sausage patties. So at some point in time, I'm going to try it because I'm game for trying anything. I'm game. I say try things in life once. You don't have to like it. Just try it. If you don't like it, don't do it again. That's all. You know. You never know. You might find something you really like. Like the time I tried possum. I don't want to eat it again, but I tried it and it was fine. I tried it at a possum festival in North Florida. But do I want to go out of my way to eat possum again? No, I don't. One of these days I'm going to shoot a squirrel, dress it out, and try a squirrel. I understand up here it's really good eating, so. But I say try something once. You never know until you try it. Let me let that drain while I open another can. Save the top pulls for handles for hanging things on my wind chimes. So I save a lot of stuff. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to go to the junk festival tomorrow. I think I said something in the last video. There's a repurposer there and repurpose artists there. So I want to see what they do. but I don't know if I'm going to make it. Kind of, I don't mind going by myself, but I kind of don't want to go by myself. Does that make sense? It's always fun to do it with somebody. It's always fun. I'll make more friends up this way. Bubbles isn't the type that likes to do that kind of stuff. That's where we're different, and that's what I think makes our relationship so good, because we're alike a lot, but we're different a lot. If that makes any sense. And I what she's into and I'm not, I find very interesting. I think it's vice versa. I think that's what makes for a great relationship. But I'll find somebody to do the other stuff that I like to do. I'll find somebody. Maybe I'll find another semi-good friend. But I don't think anybody can replace Bevels as far as best friends go. I really don't. I think she tops it. I really do. But don't y'all tell her that. If you get a chance to tell her, don't tell her that, okay? I don't want to get her head real big, but... Alright, let's see what happens when we put this one on. See if it go on the very top tray with no problem. They're a smaller bean. If I really spread them out good, and then I'll bring you guys back when these are done and show you them done. Or show you some of the beans done when they're done. I have to rotate the trays a few times, which I'll turn them clockwise or counterclockwise or something. So that each side, you know, you cook them for a little, you dehydrate them for a little bit, then you turn them and dehydrate them again. You can see too, because like this side, if it goes in first, it'll start to pop, look like popcorn, and then the others will look like beans still. And you just slowly rotate the trays throughout the day. And I got plenty of time to do this because I think, like I said, I'm going to put these on and then I'm going to go in there and start another 10 punch project, which I'll show you guys that later. You guys will get to see it. Maybe not this video. You will get to see it. I'll do a catch-up video here. Catch up on the accident on the back of the truck. Like I said, I got plenty of time for that yet. Ain't going in until the 10th. All right. Yes. The other 2 cans will go. I was hoping. I wanted a full dehydrator. Last time I did beans, I couldn't get that last tray in. The beans were too big for that last tray. So I'm glad I can get them all in. If I'm gonna run the dehydrator and use electricity, I don't want to waste space. So I'll wait to do anything else until I need them. Because if I could have gotten the black beans on here, I would have. But I'll wait until I use up a couple quart containers and then go from there. Got a lot of dishes to do after. Got a lot of cleaning to do. I say dishes, but I want to save these cans. I'll wash them up next. See, I'm trying to get rid of that foamy stuff. I think that's just the brine. I think that's the proper word for it. That they soak the beans in the can. It's got probably a little salt or sodium or something to preserve them in the can. But I think that's some sort of brine. Like I said, I could be wrong about that. I don't know stuff. I'm going on what I think. And I could be totally, totally wrong here, guys. But I think that's what preserves them in the can. And two, by doing this, I don't have to worry about the expiration date on the bottom of this, because they will last a lot longer in these cans dehydrated, these jars dehydrated, than they will in the cans. Because I hate that too. How many times do you go through your pantry, at least me, go through my pantry a year or so later, and I have to throw things out? Because I get nervous about the Best Buy stuff. I know some stuff can last longer, but I know stuff like tomatoes can't. You know, you have to use those by Best Buy. I need to dehydrate some of them. I need to get some of the tomatoes out and do up some dehydrated tomatoes. So I have those on hand. But I'm not a huge tomato eater. I'm really not. I put it in some stuff, but it would be nice to have it dehydrated. So I have to look into that. So that I have that on hand whenever I need tomatoes for something. I bought powdered tomato, and I use that quite a bit in some stuff to make broth and stuff in place of tomato paste. Because I got very limited storage here as far as canned goods go. Whoa, I lost a bean. It bounced right out. You got jumping beans? I got a sink full of cans here. I'll be doing washing next. All right, let me go get the last tray. All right, so I'm gonna tray this up, and then I'll bring you guys back to see them dehydrated, and we'll go from there. Oh, don't need to do that. We'll go from there. Okay. So in a minute. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, welcome back. The beans are done. I'm getting them off the dehydrator. These are the Great Northern beans. So they are done. There's a total of 4 cans in this container. So, but these are the Great Northern. See, that's 4 cans of Great Northern beans, and there's still room at the top. I've been putting a lid on them. I plan on using them. If I was not planning on using them, I would put a regular canning jar lid on it, and I would vacuum seal it. But I plan on using them fairly quickly. That I can use them up. So I'm just taking a piece of painter's tape and labeling them Great Northern beans. And just in case I don't use them up, I'm putting a month in the year. So that's what I'm doing right now. These are my light red kidney beans next. That's what these are. So, since I did those the other day, I'm just going to add them to the jar I already have. They get darker when they when you dry them. So I'm just going to go ahead and add those to my hands are clean, or I would not do this. I gotta wash these trays now. I don't think I'm dehydrating anything else for a little while. Oh, so that almost too full. So it really just depends on the bean, I guess. The next ones are my cannoli white kidneys, and I don't know how to spell that. So I'm not gonna label this one until I get the right cannonale beans, I guess. I mean, the jars are dry. I'm just wanting to really make sure. So these are my white kidney beans. Did not know they existed until now. But this is kind of what they look like before so they're in pieces. So it's not going to be firm like they come out of a can. You're going to have bits and pieces. So you just have to be prepared for that when you do this. You just have to be prepared. It's not the it's going to have a different texture when they get rehydrated. Because see, like I said, they pop open like a piece of popcorn. I don't know if y'all can see that. They pop open like popcorn. So you're going more for the flavor and the content of the bean than you are for the texture of the bean. So if you're one of those people who are particular about your textures, you might not like doing this. The jar is not big enough. Okay, the jar is not big enough. I can only get about 3 cans worth in this. I have to remember that. So let's just fill this up the best we can, and then I'll put the rest of these in a plastic baggie and put them in something over the next week or so. Sorry, I don't mean to make noise, but sometimes if you shake a jar, you can get more in it. Well, I might be able to get them all in there. I might be able to fit it. Well, I might be able to get it. Let's see if we can work magic here. I think we worked magic. Okay, so I'm going to put a lid on it, but I got to mark them in a few when I figure out how to spell canna, I don't know. I'll put white kidney bean on them. All right, I've got one more to go. I got my pintos to go. So I got pintos. This is my last jar. Like I said, my jars are clean. I just wanted to make sure they are completely dry. All right. So these are my pintos. That was the last ones I put on. And I'll show you guys everything I've done.
Either way, he does a lot of damage.
One more tray. So let's see. If I've got, I'll figure it out in a minute. I do like this dehydrator. I got a very nice dehydrator still back in Florida that I'm hoping my daughter will send me sometime. A very nice one that I got before I got the Excalibur. I'm caught on a bag. Caught on a bag. These kind of held their shape a little bit better. The pintos did. So did the black beans. They still pop like popcorn, but they did hold their shape a little bit better. Okay, so those are pintos. Let me go ahead and write that on that top.
And this box is worse than the last one.
Okay, so that was pinto beans. $4.21. Okay. So, all right. Let me get these out of the way for the minute. Just drop them in the sink. I'm gonna wash those. Oops, see, I got bean dust. I don't know what you call it, but it's bean dust.
Oh yeah. And he teleports as well.
It's bean dust.
And I am teleporting right now.
All right, so that being said, let me show you. Oh, there's more bean dust on the counter. That's the only thing. I found it was smarter to do it over the counter. I did it over the table the last time, and I had a mess around the table. I did. Okay, so let's see what I came up with from all this. Okay, so this is what I came up with out of all this. Okay, so this represents what, 16 cans of because 4, 4, 4, 4. This represents 16 cans of food. Okay. And then we have the black beans. We have black beans are my favorite. So we have actually, how many black beans do we have? Okay, those are red beans there, but I have 4, no, I have 3. Okay, so I got, this represents, well, this is only a half of one, so this is 2, 8. So that represents 10 cans of food right there. 3 quart-sized containers represents 3. So we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 34 cans of food right here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 containers. That's a big difference here. And they actually look pretty too, so. And all I have to do is just heat up that kettle right there. Put basically I've been just grabbing a big soup spoon like this. Oh, that's a fork. I've been grabbing a big soup spoon like this. This is like a tablespoon soup spoon. Getting a heaping of this, putting it in a coffee mug, pouring some hot boiling water from the kettle on. A few minutes later, I've got rehydrated beans. I mean, I don't even think it takes 5 minutes. I think it takes like 2 or 3 minutes. Because usually I do that and then I put, I make my grits in a microwavable dish, but I put the hot water in, I use hot water when I make my grits. And I usually put my grits on for 3 to 4 or 5 minutes, whatever button I push. And then by the time my grits are done, my beans are rehydrated and I mix it all together and I have black beans and grits. So I don't know if the kidney beans will take a little bit longer to rehydrate because they're a little bit bigger. I don't know. I don't think they will because they popped open. So, but I wanted to share you guys what I ended up with. And like I said, if I was not planning on eating these within the 6 months, I would put the original canning jar lids back on and vacuum seal out the air, or put an oxygen absorber in each one of them. I may still put an oxygen absorber in each one of them. I'm not sure. But they will last a while, and I plan on eating them quite quickly. You know, just add a little bit to my meals. So, but that's my bean dehydrating. So I hope this encouraged someone else to try it, to get a little more, especially if you're wanting to add beans to your diet more without going over top, because I think you can overdo beans too. Right now I don't have I guess the proper word is flatulent problem, a gassy problem. Right now I don't have that, and I have been trying to incorporate more beans. So, and I don't think that's true anyways. I think it's how you prepare the beans from what I read somewhere. But I wanted to share this, so I hope this helped. And I'm going to let you guys go, but I'm going to say, remember, like and subscribe and enjoy the craziness of life, because you might laugh at it when you tell a friend. See you on the next video. Bye.